Hi, my name is David Taylor. I'm here to discuss teachability with you today. When you think about a leader, do you think about the leader who was good once upon a time or who was good 10 years ago, 20 years ago, but yet they're still holding power just by chance or just by luck or recognition? When you think about a leader, what kind of leader do you want to be? You want to be the leader that people pursue. They never know what they're moving on to next, and they've always got goals out in front of them. They may not achieve all of them, but they know they're going to be pursuing and knocking down a lot of their goals. A leader is somebody you want to emulate. A leader is someone you can trust. A leader is someone who is teachable. I'll talk to you a little bit about teachability today. So let's get started. When you think about teachability and you think about why does this matter? What does this mean? Teachability is someone who is continuing to pursue whether it be true education or skills or just the ability to grow as a person, a leader, and a mentor. And then you can also think about, well, who does this apply to? Well, if you're in pursuit of an MBA at West Georgia, you're likely going to be a leader if you're not already. So this teachability skill definitely applies to you. You want to have the ability to grow. By completing your degree, you're proving that you can be teachable. But don't let that be your stopping point. How can you improve your teachability? Set further goals. Set attainable goals. Set some that may be unattainable, but continue to push yourself to be teachable. Think about what can you do each day, each month, each year to get better. That is a little bit of a spotlight on teachability that you can apply to yourself to continue and advance your career. When you think about great teachers and great coaches and great mentors and anybody you may look up to as a person or a business person or a student or just an individual, a lot of athletes come to mind. There's a great quote provided in the book. Great John Wooden, head coach basketball UCLA for years. He said, it's what you learn after you know it all that counts. The interesting thing is a lot of people may think, hey, I know what I'm doing. I've got this, in the bag. I know exactly what to do. You can't tell me anything. Those are the people that you see come and you see them go. You don't want to let yourself fall into that trap. To stay on top or to reach the top is one thing. To stay on top is a totally different thing. A lot of times you may look at the newest, hottest, marketable thing. To me, the most important things are the things that stick around. They have history, they have heritage, they have lineage. They built their way to the top and they stay there. Those are the products, the people, the companies, the leaders, the things that you want to build yourself around as you build your brand and you build your future. That's what teachability is all about. Those are the people and the methods that you want to emulate as you become a leader. So think about those things as you think about teachability. When I think about teachability and I think about my journey's been a 20-year pursuit of an MBA. I've never had a real reason to have an MBA. Every employer I've ever had always told me it really wouldn't equate to any more money or it wouldn't automatically lead to a promotion. But somewhere deep inside, there was a burning fire that told me that you need to do it. You should complete this no matter what. You have the ability. You may or may not have the means, but you should do it. It's taken me 20 years. I've attended 4 colleges and universities. This will be my 3rd degree, but my first graduate degree. I have 4 classes left after this one, and I am determined and I will complete my MBA. To me, that's an example of teachability. That's why it makes this topic so familiar for me. I've just always thought that once you complete something, you should continue on, whether it's a long-term goal like this one. I've just never let off the gas. I've always pursued it. Even when I wasn't active, I was still thinking about it. And I just thought, how can I get back in there? How can I do it? To me, that's a prime example of teachability. Secondly, recently changed careers after 14 years. Got out of my comfort zone. Had more or less mastered my craft with my previous employer, but I'd reached the ceiling as far as financial benefit there. So I decided to change careers to a totally new industry, railroading, and some risk there. But I felt like my ability to be teachable would translate to success in a totally foreign, totally new market. So If you're one of those people that find yourself in a rut, you find yourself stuck, think, am I teachable? Am I trainable? Am I coachable? Am I open-minded? Can I be vulnerable? Take a risk. If you're not reaching the goals that you want to reach where you are now, set some goals, set some standards, push yourself, make that leap. You can do it. I can do it. You just have to be teachable. In closing, I'll talk a little bit about the steps to success. These come directly from the text, which was a great text, and it talked a lot about teachability. And some of the steps: cure the destination disease. Once you achieve a goal, to not think, hey, let me, clean my hands, I'm done, I'm there, I've arrived. There is no arrival. As soon as you get to where you thought you would be, like I talked about my MBA, I'll start thinking about the next goal. It could be a foreign language, it could be a side business, it could be even further degree, it could be an internship, a volunteership. There's always needs to be something next. I feel like as soon as you let off that gas and you have that destination disease like the text talks about, that's when you start becoming stale. It kind of ties right in with overcome the success. If you have some success, or you've reached, hey, I'm a director now, or I'm an assistant vice president, don't put your heels on your desk. Think about how you can remain the director, or how you can remain the assistant vice president, or how am I helping other people reach their goals, or am I making my workplace better? How's my family life? You always have to continue to look at what's next, continue to be teachable, and to continue to grow. Also, swearing off shortcuts. It's easy to cheat. It's easy to get there fast. It's easy to, take the easy way out. That's not sustainable. That's not what you want to do in order to have earned it, in order to have deserved it, and to maintain. So, avoid those shortcuts. And finally, trade in your pride. Kind of like I talked about in the previous slide. Be vulnerable. Be humble. If you want to learn something, you want to take that leap. If you want to do something, be teachable. That's how you're going to get there. Never settle. Never second guess yourself. Go after your biggest goals, and you'll be successful. Thank you.